Meghan Markle here.
Today is June 24, 2025. It is 5:20 a.m. This is video number 2. I'm just gonna continue. I just finished video number 1. Let's continue and get these out of the way. First tweet. Okay, so first let's pause this. Okay, so first KP tells Rebecca that Kate was never meant to attend, which she relays to her followers, and now Rebecca is saying actually Kate pulled out last minute. Kensington Palace is just a group of useless liars and no better or no better. I mean, they don't care. They could go back to the same topic and lie about it again. So they really don't care. They've been at it this way for a very long time because nobody ever questioned them.
And racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond. And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial.
But the media is a powerful force.
Black people in the literature and in the imagery.
Cartoons portraying black people as licentious and depraved began to circulate.
But the media is a powerful force.
The anti-abolitionist Edward Long wrote,
"The lower class women in England are remarkably fond of the blacks. In the course of a few generations more, the English blood will become so contaminated with this mixture as even to reach the middle and then the higher orders of the people. This is a venomous and dangerous ulcer that threatens to disperse its malignancy far and wide until every family catches infection from it."
But the media is a powerful force.
All right, there's social media, people calling them out left and right, so their stories always have to change. All right, so let's go into that, and then I'll go back. Let's pause it again. Few days ago in video, Rebecca English said Kensington Palace told her that Kate didn't cancel her appearance and last minute, but instead she didn't have planned to attend. But now in the article, pointing down here, she confirming that Kate actually canceled her appearance and last minute, so KP was lying. What is that? Chris Chip was saying 20 minutes into the thing, hopefully I'm talking about the same thing, that Kate changed her mind or something like that. Okay, the princess had been due to Ascot on Wednesday when her husband was presenting a trophy. Her mother, sister-in-law, and a whole host of friends will also be there that day. But minutes after the race course released Kensington Palace's official carriage list for the day, which showed the prince and princess arrive in a horse-drawn landau together, Kensington Palace announced she will not be attending after all. Some of the assumption was that there probably was some disagreement between her and William, because William looked miserable in that carriage.
Issued their carriage.
And the other thing that some people said was, whatever, there was another event. Was it Trooping the Color that they were bored with her and the kids? So maybe that's why she pulled out. I don't know. But anyway, let's listen to this 21 seconds screenshot.
Ascot issued their carriage list as normal, and indeed, as we expected, the Princess of Wales was in it for her husband. But 22 minutes later, I received a message from Kensington Palace to say no, this had been issued in error, and in fact the Princess of Wales was not going to be here. Now, they assured me straight away that there was nothing to worry about, that this was Ascot issued their carriage list.
It's playing over. And one thing I realize with the royal rats, when there's a situation, an event, you name it, all right, they manufactured an issue, okay? Create an issue so they could talk about it, okay? So they could have days and weeks talking about nonsense. So while this event was taking place, they manufactured something. So now it's prolonged for weeks, days, talking nonsense about it.
They don't report the news, they create it. And they've successfully turned fact-based news into opinion-based gossip with devastating consequences.
Okay, laughing my ass off, can't keep the lie straight. Okay, let's go back. Becky in the link here looked like she bought her royal ascot outfit from her post-Easter clearance rack at Walmart. Oh my god. Won't be surprised if it was KP who decided she was not attending, exercising control over her and showing she's not really welcome. Could be. Could be. She tagged Daily Mail. Make your mind up, which is it? Clearly, Kate and Willie Idol despise each other and can't bear to be in each other's company. I'm nobody expert, but I can just tell things are really bad. They are trying to set the tone for when the divorce come out, so that when she was going missing, there were some clues. I think they've been wanting to let the public know this is over, but you know how the royal rats are. They manufacture another issue to prolong another tabloid gossip type of thing. So now they're running out of topics, so they're gonna out it. Alright, so that people won't have a hard reaction like Charles and Diana. Yeah, Kate is probably holding out, but it's helping William more than what she thinks. If she doesn't show her face, she can't speak. Okay, let them lie, just not on our face. Okay, this is that's for sure. I agree. Alright, this is a preview of William's reign lies reversals. Now lies to cover up the old, a shade show of incompetence. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. This one is making reference to William and Kate as well. GB News. Is that a video? No, it's not. There's the thinking face here. Breaking. Kate and William labeled staggeringly out of touch and told to take a lesson from King and Camilla. Please, these two? But whatever. But then again, when you look at the situation right now, maybe this is what's happening. They are taking a playbook from Charles and Camilla. There has been a monumental shift in tone from even generally royal-friendly press outlet regarding Kate Middleton's most recent no-show. Meanwhile, the King and Queen endured the heat to present the honors of French runner Lizette with the trophy and the Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee Stakes, but not before Lizette attempted to pull a Princess Kate of his own, unshipping jockey James Doyle, who was uninjured and taking off down the Ascot course as handlers scrambled to contain him. You know, another thing that came to mind, because right now the King is not popular, okay? And Kate, she allowed them to do whatever they want. So again, there's the manufacturing of things, like some of the squad have said in this video, which I've already read, is that they probably told her not to go. Okay, so they could create this frenzy and not talking about Charles, you know, this kind of thing. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, the media have lowered their expectation of the two lazy bums and no more hoping to equalize the spare and his wife. Now, it's your mission if you want it to shine brighter than the two septuagenarians, one of whom has cancer. Alright, to be honest, Charles deserves this level of extreme disrespect after how he's treated the Sussex family. This is like a boomerang effect. I don't think Charles really cares. As long the negative topic or headlines is not about him, I don't think he cares. Okay, it's another version of what we have in the US. This is like a boomerang effect. He's disrespected the Sussex family for so long, and now he's on the receiving end of disrespect. It's just annoying how the media doesn't talk about the obvious fact that the two factions have clearly fallen out. This is why they capture every form of media communication to control what they want to tell you. They manufacture their nonsense and they spit it out. They don't care. They're not here to tell you the news. Because right now what's going on globally, there's a inner kind of thing, and it's the same group who started the colonialism okay, who, okay, for the vast majority, they give you the media to just keep you occupied, just be in the blind. Meanwhile, they're doing their nonsense in the back to continue where they left off with the colonialism. Okay? So it's two things here. You need to chip away all the layers of those BS that they're putting out there. They use the news to tell you BS. But the real news, they're not even telling you. What I saw, what they did to Palestine, it's happening in the US already. I will not be surprised. Some of those people who's snatching people on the street, who cover their face, are from over there. Okay? In my humble opinion, they are from Israel, the ones who were doing the nonsense to the Palestine. So now they bring them over here to do that. If you guys been listening to some of my old videos, none of this should be surprise to you guys. Alright, is that the one I just read? Yeah. Food. Oh, that's an ad. Okay. Charles certainly is pissed off over Kate missing Ascot because all the media frenzy distracted from him being there. I don't know. They probably create that for themselves. Okay, I have so many theories, but what seems overwhelmingly clear is that Team Wells are being asked to shit or get off the pot, and I personally think that's been the message since before the arrival of Meghan. They just keep coming up with new ways to dodge the demands. Yeah, could be that. Alright, I think they want to say Harry and Meghan. I'm not sure what's more sus, the fact they ran it or the fact they ran it as breaking. Alright, like the current situation is untenable, regardless of why an heir who barely works and a wife who works even less is a crisis for a king this old with some health challenges. Out of touch, and they're supposed to be representing the new modernization of the monarchy. I'm sure Willie knows the power that be are demanding a new and improved queen. They want someone who can compete with Meghan Sussex. I don't know where they are supposed to find her. That is true. A little late to decide to be a parent. Let's go to the next. That is true too. A lot of good comment here. Yeah, this one make more sense. They want Kate to be out. They try to make her be like Meghan, even though this is what they wanted from the get-go. After Diana, this is what they wanted, and they got it. Now, there come Harry, who come with another version of, you know, a more improved of Diana. Now they want her, Kate, to be like Meghan. I mean, she wasn't preparing for that. So now they want her to be gone, so William could bring someone else. It might be because now they don't need an heir from that person. They probably already have the person who could do a speech or whatever to stand next to him. Okay, they just don't want Kate to be there. Alright, next to it. In my humble opinion, of course. And if he gets married, it will be a business marriage. They don't need him to, or that, her to be sleeping on the same bed. I don't know how they do it over there. They just want someone who could stand next to him, give a speech or do whatever. Okay, stories like this are actually good, okay, because it's going to turn more people off when the royal family, when Kate, who no longer has cancer, is coddled for doing the bare minimum, whereas other cancer patients still have to work a full-time job to feed their families. There is nothing grueling about her health battle when she went on 2 ski vacations in Mustique, and she's about to go on another 3 months vacation after she attends the men's Wimbledon finals, of course. She will never miss Wimbledon. Why Catherine's suddenly absence from Royal Ascot was a timely reminder of her grueling health battle and what the future holds. Rebecca English, Daily Mail. Okay, we listened to that already, laughing my ass off. Okay, that's an ad. Let's go to the next one. Now this one says karma. Alright, Sussex karma. A former GBNews presenter has claimed he was sacked for calling Suella Braverman a racist on air. Oh my god. He is still around pushing his misinformation. Pushing it where? Okay, I don't listen to these people, so I don't know. A different UK channel and radio. He was on Jeremy Vine yesterday. It's okay, buddy. They didn't mean it. Stiff upper lip. You don't want anyone referring to you as a victim. It's just a matter of time. They will get their comma pence one by one. Oh well, indeed, comma. All right, let's go to the next one. That's Mary Claire. Okay, someone is being put in the retirement home at 43. Royal insider source to the Daily Biz, quote, Kate will take it much easier for the rest of the year. I'd be surprised if you see her more than 3 times in the next 3 months. And then Marie Claire, pointing down here, she spelled it wrong. By the way, in my opinion, there was no wake-up call. It's all made up crap. It's all part of the initial process of retiring her completely. I think so too. Marie Claire, royal sources claim Kate Middleton will dramatically scale back her responsibilities after wake-up call over skipping royal ascot. I would not be surprised they're the one who told her to not show up. William just can't handle this woman stealing any of the limelight. He had to get rid of the future queen too. That's the laugh. Yeah, remember, he can't handle Harry having a beard. So can you imagine what kind of selfish, narcissistic psychopath he is to Karen, even if she deserves everything. Alright, this is an ad. They just lie and make up stuff. Last year when the headline said just this, then they denied it. How are the British public okay with the level of provocation of monarchy? Look where we are now in the US. We can say shit now. They turned whatever nonsense that's been happening in the UK full-blown steroid in the US. Okay, she didn't like being bored and figured they can't make her do anything. I think so too. Alright, she the future queen. How can she scale back her public duties? How do you scale back from doing nothing? For real, I need someone to make it make sense. It would be so much easier for them if they just come out and admit that they are separated. I don't know. These people, they like problem. They get up every morning. They're like, okay, what problem can I give myself? That's all. They can't live in peace or try to avoid a problem. How can she scale back? She hardly does anything. I presume at least 2 of these 3 at maximum appearances will be sitting in the best seats at Wimbledon and calling it a work engagement, followed by the 8-week school summer holiday. Alright, yes, she's being shunned by the royal family, probably wanting her to call for a divorce, but she's just hanging there for the time being. Could be. Alright, after this, that's it. Truth is, she can't take the booing. Mark my word. She will not be that close to the public to be able to see the not my king signs in the foreseeable future, and neither will the children. Yeah, I remember that picture. She's sitting on the carriage with the kids and they're looking at it. Next tweet, I have 2 more. Oh, okay. So I think I'm done with some of the royal stuff. Okay, so in past videos, random videos, I don't know, I bring different topic and different tweet videos. I told you guys I'm renting. I don't buy properties. I used to buy properties for renting, but not for me to live or whatever, because I do not like the way they build those buildings, those houses. Okay, so this is a perfect example. I saw this and I decided to share it with you. Our houses are for real, just made out of glorified cardboard. Alright, so let's listen. Okay. My daughter fell through my ceiling earlier today. Don't worry, everyone was, I guess, was fine. Alright, let's see here. Keep your eyes somewhere over here where the stairs is and that little boy. So much could have happened here. I don't know how she survived it. Alright, 12 seconds only. Okay, the sound is up. Keep your eyes. Okay, bam. Alright, so what happened here, what I think happened here, one of the things that probably happened here, in the ceiling, the joist, okay, that one horizontally, the spacing was probably too great. It should be between 12 inches to at least maybe 16 inches on center. There probably was a huge gap, and then this happened. But why would there should have been a subfloor? Okay, after the joist there should have been a subfloor. So it seems like they just put the sheetrock. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, joist, the framing. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so two different things. Okay, this one shows it better. Okay, this is the part I'm talking about, joist floor, the one that's running horizontally. All right, the spacing should be at least 12 to 16 inches on center. All right, and then on top of that there should be this, all right, plywood subfloor. But it seems like if the person fell off, where is it? Not here. If the person fell off, it's okay. You see there's the drywall and there's a possibility of how do you call this, insulation. So it seems like they put the drywall. How could that be? How could that be? Oh, wait a second. I see what's going on here. So this is probably leading to the attic. There's the steps here. Maybe she was in the attic. And then but still, there should have been a subfloor. It may not be completely finished. Okay, the drywall, what we're seeing hanging here, will be the finished part for this side of the floor. But above it, they could easily leave this. Where is it? The plywood exposed like that. I don't know. Something is not right with this house. And I just wanted to share that. But anyway, this is one of the reasons sometimes, it never really, unless if I have to build a house from scratch, which I do not have money to do so. But buying these new buildings, and they're so expensive. They are into millions. They look nice, don't get me wrong, but the bond, the structure of it, nah. I look around my neighborhood. When I first moved, it was a revitalized. It wasn't like that, the way it is now. And I took pictures around the neighborhood, how they're building those properties. There are some that are pretty good, but the homes that look like brownstone, when you go to New York or Harlem, you see those brownstone, they look nice from the outside, but when I saw the structure of it, I'm like, no way I'm gonna buy this. They look beautiful to die for, but the structure of it, Clarification: I bought in the example as Harlem brownstone. There's some on East Side Manhattan, very nice brownstone. That's example how some of the new properties around my neighborhood, they try to make them look like those in New York. The new structures, okay, they make them look like those brownstone, but the structure of it, the bond of those new family homes, they're not that good. Okay, so I use New York brownstones as examples, but I'm not saying the one in New York are like that. Usually the old properties are much better than the new one, because majority of the time those developers, they're trying to cut on costs. All right, they'll cut corners to save a few pennies, and by doing so, the structure, it's not that safe, pretty much. And if inspectors don't catch some of those, the things that the developers do to cut corners, they could get away with it, but in the long run, the people who's gonna live in those properties are the one who's gonna suffer the most. All right, if things don't go right, something happen, and But anyway, yeah, I was just using those brownstone in New York as an example how the properties, the family home, residential, that's the term, residential properties, 2-3 family homes, they make them look like those brownstone, but the structure of them don't look that good, or not that good, I mean. As a matter of fact, when my kids were much younger, we would go to the park. I used to be friends with many of these people, the nannies and all of that, and one of them was saying a pipe broke. I mean, things like that do happen, but there was flood, and there's so many problems with the house, and her boss, who is the owner of the house, was moving because there's too much problem with with that house. Anyway, let's go to the next one. This is a bit politics. All right, let's pause. Let's see here. There is no evidence that Kamala Harris will have attacked Iran's nuclear facilities. All right. There was an article I came across a while back, and someone had, you know what, let's leave it alone. I don't remember how it was, but Kamala Harris, former vice president, Kamala Harris was shocked of the result of the 2024 election. She was like, oh my God, like she knew what was coming because she had top secret information. But let's listen to him. Oh.
First of all, let's just start off by not engaging in motherfucking liars and people who try to rewrite motherfucking history to try to meet a motherfucking narrative because they want to absolve themselves of any guilt and absolve themselves of what the fuck situation they put us in by not voting for Kamala Harris. There is no evidence that backs that Kamala Harris would have went after Iran's nuclear fucking facilities because I have something that shows it on the contrary, that that's something that they would have not motherfucking done. If y'all remember, because back in, it hasn't been that motherfucking long, October 1st, after Iran had launched 200 ballistic missiles at Israel, the only thing the Biden-Harris administration did was intercept said missiles. And Joe Biden told Benjamin Netanyahu not to fucking retaliate. And if you were to go after Iran's nuclear fucking facilities, they will be doing it by their motherfucking selves. And they didn't do it under the Biden-Harris administration. Fast forward now that Trump's in office.
Okay, this I wasn't aware of that, but he pays much closer attention than I do. Now I pretty much take a peek and step out. But let's continue. He has receipts though.
Not only is Trump emboldened Netanyahu saying, hey, we're going to turn Gaza into a motherfucking parking lot. We're going to turn it into beach property. It's going to be called Trump Gaza now. Now Benjamin feeling, oh shit, I can do what the fuck I want to do. Now I can do what the fuck I want to do. I got a president in office. I dragged this damn war on with Palestine for the longest, so this motherfucker can get in office. Now we can do what the fuck we want to do, and we can do a hostile motherfucking takeover of these goddamn nations. So now, not only did Trump himself decide I'm going to go after these Iran nuclear fucking facilities, you don't got to worry about Benjamin. I got you, boo. That's what fucking Trump did. Why are y'all sitting up here motherfucking lying? And y'all listen here saying that, oh, this clip of Kamala Harris on the campaign trail saying that they are our adversaries. She been saying that. She's been saying that. But she also says she wants to re-enter into JCPOA. Okay, she wanted to do that. And even the Biden-Harris administration had talks of re-entering into that or coming up with some sort of damn agreement as early as July 2023. But all that shit went into up in smokes October 7th. That's the fucking facts. There is nothing. There's indisputable fucking facts. There is no evidence that said Kamala Harris would have done that shit. Even in the clip y'all are sharing, she said, I am not going to speak in the hypotheticals because there is no motherfucking hypothetical. She's not even hypothetically the motherfucking president. And there's no evidence that says she would have attacked their nuclear fucking facilities because they said they wouldn't. We have to stop engaging in accelerationists who have revisionist motherfucking history and who are lying and spreading misinformation.
Okay, that's the, how do you call this? The type of UK media that's doing all of this. Okay, this is why the Washington Post, what's the other guy that I spoke about? I forgot his name. Who's Murdoch, who tried to destroy evidence in the UK for Murdoch and all of that. They're over here. They know about all of this. Okay? This is what's going on here. We've been at war. So many people. We in the US, we have been at war. They're disarming us without us knowing. Only people who have been listening to me will understand. This is why I'm not so much engaging into all of this, because I've seen all of this. They are partying with you and then they are disarming you. The partying is over. Forget the partying. We passed the partying stage already. They're already disarming us. Okay? How we gonna protect ourselves later? I have no idea. We are done. The US is done. My members will know. There's some videos I put for my members where I talk about this kind of things, because you will have to look deep. Not even deep, because the things are being played right in front of you. When I saw them happening, I record them and put it for my members only. If my members come and yell at me and trash me, that's fine. but I didn't put it out for everybody because it seems so crazy to say it, but later on they come true. They were all playing out right in front of us, but let's finish listening to him.
We have to stop engaging with them because these people don't give a fuck about nobody. They keep talking about this revolutionary. I'm a revolutionary. How the fuck are you a revolutionary? And you claim that you care about people. You claim you care about marginalized communities. You claim you care about the most vulnerable among us. But in every motherfucking revolution that you can see through fucking history, the first people who die are the people who are the most marginalized, the people who are most vulnerable, the people who are dealing with either pre-existing conditions, have health problems, or are poor. Those are the first people to motherfucking die, but you claim that you care about them, but yet you're willing to sacrifice them for the fucking quote-unquote greater good. Your ass is not no motherfucking damn revolutionary. Your ass is nothing but a goddamn Darwin fucking theory of survival of the fucking fittest because you got the most motherfucking money and you can survive during these hard motherfucking times because you can bunker down and you'll survive because survival of the fucking fittest, bitch, you are shit. You are trash. You are nothing. You are less than a motherfucking human being, bitch. I'm gonna sacrifice the people that I care about. And the quickest way of doing that is making sure that Trump gets in office too. He kill them all.
Okay, I don't know who said that, but whatever. All right, this is my last one. There's plenty of comment. Okay, there's Kamala Harris. That's probably her talking about it. So it's short. Let me play it anyway.
Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest adversary?
I think there's an obvious one in mind, which is Iran. Iran has American blood on their hands, okay? This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles. What we need to do to ensure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power, that is one of my highest priorities.
So if you have proof that Iran is building a nuclear weapon, would you take military action?
I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals at this moment.
I'm sorry, what? What? That's an insane thing to say. So we're talking about a regional power, non-nuclear state, maybe nuclear, that threatens Israel. That is the right answer if your name is Israel. I think it's an incredibly dumb answer, but Iran, and notice that she said it's our greatest threat. You said our greatest adversary, not Israel's greatest adversary. I mean, that is honestly one of the most troubling answers I have ever heard from a presidential candidate.
So why did, if it's ours and Iran didn't attack anybody, why did Israel went and attack them? Because Israel threw a bomb at them first, and now they have to retaliate.
Because what does that mean for your worldview of what you think adversary to the United States is? Not to Israel, not voting for the president of Israel.
And let's not forget as well, Kamala Harris is not the president right now. It's Trump who's the president. So right now, whatever Kamala Harris had said in the campaign trail and things like that, it's irrelevant now. She didn't win. Okay, Trump won, and Trump made the decision to drop those bombs in Iran. So whatever these people are saying, Kamala Harris has nothing to do with what's going on right now because she's not the current president. Okay, so let's move on. Anyway, let's leave it as that. Let me go to my last one. Now, these are some U.S. soldiers, women, I don't know. They put this video out. And the only reason I'm sharing this is because I think they want to be kicked out. They don't want to be part of this nonsense that's about to happen. Let's see. People in the army are facing criticism for posting dancing videos while Trump is close to starting World War III. Thoughts? And would you join them? All right. Right now, that war that's just about to happen, if this will get me kicked out, guess what? I'll do it. Okay? I'm not even gonna play it. I don't know if there's a music or something like that. I will do it and then get kicked out so I don't have to fight their war. I don't know. That's the only thing I will say here. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Oh, prayer. Alright, let's do a prayer for peace. Let's do this one. Prayer for peace. Gracious Lord, in times of uncertainty and fear, I seek your peace that transcends circumstances. Help me trust in your plan and find security in your promises. Quiet my anxious thoughts and fill my heart with your peace that guards my mind and soul. I surrender my worries to you, knowing that you are in control. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and the Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.